grace and peace. I am Anul. I am the voice of the voiceless. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you like the words that's coming out of my mouth, if you like this content, please like, subscribe, share, become part of the Talk to Me Spirit family. What it do, fam? What's up? Can your homegirl get some love? If y'all able, hype up my videos, guys. Help me spread the word. That's all I ask. Just help me spread the word. Comment if you have a question regarding any message I have to say. Also, I will be teaching a tarot class. It will not be by the book because I go by energy. I go by intuition. It can be mono and mono. It can be one-on-one, or you can join the group. If you're interested, it's on my website, guys. I also am a mentor. I am taking members if you're interested. I am a Grandmaster Reiki Shaman, Golden Flame, Violet Flame, whatever you want to call it, healer, okay? I have my degrees, my certificates on there. I am a hypnosis for past life regression. I have my certificate if you want to see it, because I walk it like I talk it. All right. So, once again, yesterday, ayer, was the new moon in Scorpio. Like I said, Scorpio's overshadow. Scorpio is over the underworld. Scorpio rules by Mars and Pluto. Scorpio is all about death and rebirth. Okay, so today we're going to talk about something that many of you are experiencing right now, because I'm experiencing it too, but might not fully grasp ascension. Okay, you heard people say I'm going through an ascension. It affects everybody differently. This is when your soul rises to a higher frequency and your physical body tries to keep up with the upgrade. So what ascension really is, okay? Ascension is not about leaving the physical world. Ascension is when your energy shifts, your awareness expands, your gift sharpens, your spirit elevates, your ancestral bloodline advances you. You are literally stepping into a new vibration where the old version of you cannot survive. Because the new moon, I went through it, in which house you're going to get affected by. And some of y'all waking up like, oh, Lord, I hope I ain't catching the flu. It does mimic the flu. It mimics a lot of things. If you go to emergency care or the doctor or urgent care, whatever you want to call it, and they say you good, it's because it's spiritual. You're literally stepping into a new vibration where the old version of you cannot survive. This is where I'm talking about death and rebirth. Brand new, okay? Ascension is a spiritual initiation in the spiritual realm. Some of y'all are getting recognized in the spiritual realm as either a mag, a sage, a high priest, a high priestess, a shaman, a prophet, whatever you are recognized at. Call into your next level. You're stepping into your next level. Remember I said October is about karma. October is the number 8, infinity. Like I said, you healing, you doing shadow work. Once again, the Scorpio new moon that we had, and you still feeling the effects of that 3 days before, 3 days after. You're feeling it. Okay, so November is about setting boundaries. No, because now you get ready to start stepping into the new you starting now. This is when the new moon came in. So now it's going to be November plus November, okay? So energetic upgrade. When your frequency rises, your old energy gets pushed out. Your body detoxes spiritual. You could be emotional. You could be having the bubble guts. You could be having a drip. You could be lost of appetite, all that stuff. DNA and ancestral activation, okay? Your ears hurting like you got an earache. Like I said, your body hurt. It's like I said, it mimics a sickness. You feel like sometimes you're having a heart attack. Your teeth hurt. Your jaw hurt, okay? Tense headaches. This part is powerful. You begin awakening gifts that you forgot you had. Okay, so it empowers the ones that's strong and it wakes up the ones that's sleeping. Begin awakening gifts that were asleep. Your ancestors start moving through you. Timeline shifts. You step out of old cycles, old relationships, old patterns. Anything that cannot match your new will fall away. It also is identity release, especially when you start having a spiritual opening. Spirit opening is different from a spiritual awakening. So you're starting to like, why am I different? Why is this? You're starting to have identity release. Okay, you shed who you used to be. Your soul takes the lead. How ascension feels. Ascension is beautiful, but it's not always gentle. Here's what many people feel: exhaustion for no reason, throat soreness or voice changes, pressure on the head or crown, ringing in the ears, feeling emotional for no reason, vivid dreams or no dreams, wanting to isolate, feeling like something is shifting, body heat or chills, feeling disconnected from certain people, psychic senses sharpening, sudden intuition rises, and you can't talk. If you've been feeling this, you're not sick. Your soul is shifting. Ladies, y'all might be having pregnancy symptoms. You might be walking around thinking you can have a menopause baby, looking like you pregnant because you are pregnant in the spiritual realm. Men, you can hold on to water too. The spiritual flu, this is very powerful point. Ascension often feels like the flu. Like I said, your throat, your head, your body, it all feels off. But this is not a sickness. This is your energetic body detoxing. Old energy, past timelines, spiritual attachments, ancestral wounds, emotional residue. Your vibration rises so quickly that your physical body reacts. Your spiritual body accelerates and your physical body takes a hit. Okay, like I said, your chakras. Okay, so like I said, that can hit your chakras. Your chakras mimic a lot of things. You go and you say, oh, my back hurt, and you could be having your root chakra attack. Okay, why certain symptoms happen? Tiredness is your energy bodies are upgrading. Your sore throat equals throat chakra expansion. Your voice is stepping into a more powerful leadership role. New voice activation. The head pressure is your crown opening. Ear ringing equals downloads from guides and ancestors, but that's high pitch. Low pitch, that's a warning that somebody entered into your space. Somebody speaking evil eye over you, so you have to pay attention to the pitch. Back pain, root and sacral clearing, nausea, releasing old emotional trauma. Heat waves equal purification. What to do during ascension? Here's how to support your body and spirit during ascension. Drink water. Water is your best friend. Tea, herbal tea. Get as much rest if you want. Meditate or sit in silence. Avoid arguing or drama. Speak gentle affirmations over yourself. Allow emotions to pass. Take spiritual baths or showers. Avoid forcing productivity. Honor the shift. Then you say, ascension is not meant to be rushed. You must feel your way through it. A simple ascension ritual for you, my viewers, okay? Place one hand on your heart. Right is giving, left is receiving, so you want to use your right hand. And one on your stomach. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it for 4 seconds. Release to 7. Slowly and say, I allow this upgrade. I receive the elevation meant for me. This will align your physical and spiritual body. To everyone going through ascension right now, you're not crazy, you're not delulu, you're not sick. You're being called higher. Honor it, respect it, and rise into what you truly are. All right? So many of y'all experience these ascension symptoms: exhaustion, throat soreness, overeating, not eating, downloads, pressure, emotional waves. Once again, you're not sick. You can keep telling yourself, I am not sick. Your soul is expanding, okay? So I broke down what it is, how to handle it, what to do as your spirit elevates, okay? So now we're going to clear the energy and bring in the message. Talk to me, spirit. Let's give them something to talk about. All right, at the beginning, I was going through... I went through in this card. This is your animal medicine. It's the antelope. Okay? So this is a powerful card, and I'm going to break it down to you. An antelope is the medicine of action, decision, and quick spiritual movement. It appears when your life, gifts, or spirits are about to accelerate. So some of y'all might be seeing a picture of it. You're seeing it now. So if this resonates with you, it looks like a deer, but it's not a deer. And y'all hope y'all know a buck and a stag is two different animals. They look the same, but they not the same. We don't have no stags in America. They usually in Canada and other parts, okay? But if you see one on TV, an antelope, you watching the zoo channel or whatever, this is for you. It appears when your life, gifts, or spirits are about to accelerate. This, y'all can see this in your meditation. It could be your spiritual animal coming up. Antelope equals instant knowing. Antelope teaches, acts when spirits speak. It brings intuition that feels like a sudden charge, prophetic knowing, a clear yes and no answers, direct instructions from ancestors. Okay, this matches your ascension systems. If y'all going through an ascension symptom now, the antelope shows up when someone is entering a new spiritual role and must be quick, decisive, and bold. The electric energy spiritual surge. Antelopes run fast, and spiritually, this means your frequency is rising quickly. Your life path is accelerating. Manifestation will come faster. Your old self cannot keep up with your new self. This is why you're tired, sore, and feeling the flu. Antelope energy is a spiritual adrenaline. Okay? Also, it equals courage to move forward. This medicine appears when you must leave old groups or covens. Okay? Old jobs, whatever. Old you. Choose your own path. Trust your vision. Leaving a marriage. Stop doubting your power. Run towards your destiny. Antelope says, do not hesitate. Move. The antelope equals survival plus protection. Antelope is highly aware of danger. That's when you start smelling stuff. Animals sense danger. Okay? You need to work with your spiritual animals more, guys. They're going to help you on your spiritual journey. Spiritual predators being revealed. Your intuition is sharpening. Energy vampires being exposed. Your ancestors heightening your vision. This card comes to show you escaped something that was hunting your energy and now you rise. It also activates your leadership activation. Your presence, your voice, your teaching, your ascension, they're all being accelerated. Antelope is the call to step into your role, guide others, teach boldly, move as a leader, not a seeker. It confirms that you're stepping into what you are. Okay? So if you want to, you can choose this as your animal spirit. So if you want to know who's attacking you, whatever, you need to call upon your animal spirit. All right? Like I said, this antelope medicine is all about action, intuition, accelerated ascension. This spirit comes when your life is getting ready to move quickly, spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. So y'all might be seeing this in y'all meditation, okay? When it appears, you'll notice your intuition becomes fast and clear. You don't have to overthink. Your knowing will arrive instantly, straight from your guides. This energy is quick, so when it shows up, your spirit is rising fast. You're going to feel tired, sore, or like you're going through a spiritual flu because your energy is upgrading. Okay? It's going to teach you, do not hesitate. Okay? When animals sense danger, they pause and then they get ghosts. So it's teaching you when that energy does not feel right, don't be trying to say, who is it? You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be so nosy. Just move when spirit says move. They remember, they hear and see what you cannot. The medicine comes when you cut ties, soul ties, leave old groups, jobs, relationships, steps into a new chapter. Antelopes is very alert. It warns you when someone's intentions are not pure. It heightens your awareness, your dreams, and your spiritual sight and your smell. Okay? This comes when you're getting activated into your leadership, teaching you, guiding you to use your voice. Okay? I want you to imagine this card, hold your heart and say, I choose to move with spirit antelope. I trust my knowing. I run toward my destiny. It's going to remind you, once spirit opens your path, you move quickly, boldly, and without fear. So connect with this card, all right? Because some of y'all probably are seeing it, but y'all thinking that it is a deer, a buck, or a stag. But some of y'all spiritual animal is a cantaloupe, all right? Because a lot of y'all going through y'all ascensions now. You be like, I don't know why. That's the reason why. Let's get into the message. Spirit, what do they need to know during this ascension that they're going through? Some of y'all are part of the no sleep gang. Okay, try to take cat naps if you can. If you're not hungry, go in your car and try to take a little power nap. Sometimes you just need 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Okay, it's because your body, your physical body's tired of the ascension that you're going through. One more card, please. All right. A lot of y'all, like I said, y'all went to October to the November. Now you into the November. And this is bringing in the 10 of Cups. You're celebrating. Some of y'all moving to another state. Some of y'all moving to another country. You're tired of the country that you at, so you moving. Some of y'all are moving back to your parents so you can save up money because you went through a terrible relationship, or you're trying to save money because, you know, the job so you can look, you're going back to school, whatever it is, okay? So some of y'all are stepping into a new chapter of your life. This is balancing the scales. You are being protected. You stepping in, like I said, your throat chakra, your back. You're stepping into your power. You're stepping into that antelope energy, that leadership energy, okay? So it could be, you could be having the stomach problems. It's hurting. You could be having acid reflux, GERD. Like I said, disc headaches. Okay, some of y'all, like I said, enemies are being reviewed because they're celebrating your loss. Yes, this is a 3 cups. Okay, but you see how you're emotional because you're stepping in a new chapter. You healing, rebirth, going shadow work, and people are celebrating your hurt because you're not moving in silence. You're talking too much. You're not paying attention. Ego, like I said, ego, which is your flesh, is taking you away from spirit, taking you away from your calling. Spirit is going to lead you in the right way. And sometimes you don't like the way spirit is reaching you because it's not your norm. Some of y'all like, once again, everything has a season. Everything has a season to be born, a season to die. And I told you this, your words are very powerful. When you ask God, and some of y'all call God the universe, or whoever you say your God is, when you ask for something, you have to go in debt. Because when you say, I want a relationship, He's going to give you any kind of relationship because there's always going to be a lesson. Sometimes that lesson seems like a punishment. Sometimes that lesson is a blessing. But Spirit is revealing these people that is loving and draining you with your emotions, okay? They getting high off your own supply. They getting high off your emotions. They are energy draining you. You're tired because all you do is give. That's why in the month of November, you're supposed to start setting no and start setting boundaries, okay? Because they are taking from you a lot of energy swaps, a lot of destiny swaps is happening. How do you know? All of a sudden, you get fired off the job. All of a sudden, it seems like you in a near-death accident. Somebody, you driving, and they act like they didn't see you. And sometimes you do get in an accident because they trying to take your life. It's because of who you are. Everybody wants your anointing. A lot of these spiritual people are from the dark. They greedy. They got to be full lottie. Okay? Spirit said, once it's done, you need to rest during this ascension. During this ascension, like I said, your back, your root chakra, your throat chakra, everything is happening. You're stepping into your femininity roles, okay? Your intuition is trying to flow. You're protected by the ancestors. You grounded, okay? Because during this time, the new Scorpio moon that was yesterday, like I said, you feeling it 3 days after, sometimes a week. It depends on how sensitive it is. It's trying to take you into a whole new chapter. This is where you're sitting on top of the world. You dominating those people that used to dominate you. It's like you don't have time for it. You see them call, you be like, oh, Lord. It's like you have a choice. You can either let them drain you or dump on you, or you can say, not today, Satan. The devil is a lie. However y'all be saying that. So a lot of y'all, your money's going to start coming in. Like I said, you're starting to love you. You're not letting them drain you. You're not letting them hurt you anymore. Because like I said, these are narcissists. They get high off you. They enjoy you. They think it's funny. All right. This is the 5 of Swords. You're ready. You see there's nobody there. You're ready because you're changing. You all locked and loaded. You are ready. Okay. You are feeling it. Your heart is healing, but you feeling it. You feeling your downloads. You tired. You starting to see what you did not want to see. When you sit in silence, you get downloads. You step into your power. The enemy hates peace. They love chaos. And when you rest, everything is being revealed. Okay, rebirth, transformation. You starting to see, man, not my cousin. Me and my cousin was like that. Not my sister by another mother, brother, from another family. Not her. I trusted her. Not him. Oh, man, really? Because you didn't come here to be all lovey-dovey. You came here to serve and move on. A warrior don't choose peace. You choose chaos. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Soon as you start settling down and stuff, you're going to step into your whole leadership. You're getting activated. You're stepping into balance. All right? Once again, they draining you. Because you are allowing them to drain you. It's like, man, I don't care anymore. You see how this cup's down here? That one's dry. You see this one does not have no life. But they still got your anointing because they can't take it. But they draining you because you are allowing them. Okay? You are allowing them because you talk too daggone much. Okay? This is why you're going through this now. That's why you need to heal. Hurt people hurt people. Once again, soon as you learn to mind the business that pay you, okay, and fully grasp that you cannot save everybody because everybody is not your assignment, you're going to learn. Some people hear what they want to hear. You can say, the roof is on fire. You're going to hear somebody say something about the roof, and they stay there, and then they get unalive. When you try to tell everybody, they hear what you want to hear. But this is my jam. And you like, here, the such and such is coming, leave. They don't care. They hear what they want to hear. Okay? Because they refuse. All right? Why is there's 3 of Cups here? 3 of Cups. Why are they getting drained? Why is this 3 of Cups here, Spirit? Because of the manipulating energy. Because you don't you don't look like what you've been through. So, because you hold that poker face. They think you have all the answers. They think you never get tired. They think that confirmation. They think you don't have a life. They think you revolve around them. It's always about them. The victim mentality. It's like that's the reason why they draining you, manipulating energy. All right? Why is the Empress just chilling? Because you're going through a rebirth. You're getting forced into relaxation. You're getting forced into change. You're getting forced to handle that situation. Spirit is not letting you run from it anymore. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? The Wheel of Fortune is new you. What did I say? New beginning, fresh anointing. What did it say? They draining you, but they cannot take your anointing. When you start moving where Spirit tell you to move and not you, and you stop listening to your ego because you F up the rotation. Every time you do that, the ego makes you get effed up in the spiritual realm and sometimes in the physical realm. When you want to lay your burden down, be still and know that I am God and trust in your team, this is when your fresh anointing from above is going to come. Okay? Why is this 5 of Swords here, Spirit? 5 of Swords is because you tired. You're tired, boss. You're tired walking that green mile. You're tired. You're starting to say, love don't live here anymore. You're tired. You're tired of the manipulation. You're tired of being drained. You're tired of the uneven fair exchange. They always yada, 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 but they don't want to pay you the rate. It's always something. When you need them, they get ghosts. It's always, they got some type of excuse why they can't pay you back. They say, I'll pay you back on the 33rd. My guy, ain't no 33rd. Okay? They don't have time for you. All right? Why is the 9 of Pentacles here? It's because you stepping into that high priest, the high priestess. You stepping into that elevation. No sleep, gang. Because Spirit is dealing with you because that's the only time they can get you. Because you make time for everything else, but you don't make time for your team. Why is the Hierophant looking like a ghost? because you allowed it. But your spiritual team, the Holy Trinity, is getting ready to end that. They get ready to end that because you get ready to get forced. Soon as you get forced, baby, you're going to feel like anxiety. You're going to feel like all that because you stepping into your spiritual role, that leadership. All right? Rest. Because some of y'all are getting physical attack. Crown chakra, third eye chakra, your throat, your heart is getting attacked because you're tired. All right? It's like you praying. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You heard what that said? The weapons are forming, but he said it will not prosper because that's my anointing. You cannot interfere what God has for that person, whoever's trying, because they're going to FAFO. All right? You're going to get your 10 of cups. You need to connect to your spiritual animal. The spiritual animal of today is the antelope, and I broke it down for you. I broke down the symptoms for you. If you can't get it, then you just can't get right. I mean, I did it in simple form. I don't know how else to put it. All right? Be careful what you ask for. I send you peace, love, and light. Asheo, Aho.